Alright, hey everyone, this is Ash. Welcome back to the King's Speech. So there is a channel update video today, so please do go check that out. It kind of has a lot of details on what's been happening with the channel recently, world events, things like that. So please do go give that a listen if you haven't already. Apart from that, we are going to be catching up with some Shonen Jump stuff today. Because like I mentioned in the other videos, I do not want to build up a backlog on this because it really does make it kind of hard during the sad months. To kind of, it's already hard during the sad months to kind of go through creating and making content, especially with Shonen Jump stuff. I feel like if I start falling behind, it'll be really hard to start playing catch up with it. So I'd like to be at least caught up with this stuff. But details on what's happening with the read-throughs and stuff, please do check out the channel update video. With that said, we're getting caught up with Shonen Jump chapters today. So already recorded videos for Spy Family and Kaiju number 8. So we're going to get to Akane-Banashi in just a second here. But as always, like I've said before, if you like this content, please do like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, because it really does mean a lot to me, and it really does help me promote these videos with YouTube's algorithm. So if you'd like to help me out with that, that would be greatly appreciated. But without further ado, let us dive into it. With the Akane-Banashi, story 83, as we have Cho-Han dice. God, what? Sorry, my brain is just kind of on the fritz today. What was the new guy's name? Oh yeah, Cho-Cho. So Cho-Cho's like, will I hear out your request or not? We'll find out by playing Cho-Han. And you see as Asagao just hands him a deck of cards and some dice. Story 83, Cho-Han Dice, story by Yuki Suenaga, art by Takamasa Moe, translation by Stephen Paul, lettering by Asnia Aron, with Rakugo supervision by Keiji Hayashiya. So we have Cho-Han is a game of chance in which players guess if the sum of two dice will be odd or even. So Han is odd and Cho is even. For seed money, each player is given 10 cards. And you see Akane, Karashi, and Un are all involved in this, and they get 10 cards each. And you bet on whether it'll be Cho or Han. No betting restrictions, passing is allowed. And you have just an example of Akane going 5 on even, and Karashi going 5 on odd, and Unan going pass. And you have 5 and 3, Cho. Guess right and double your bet. Guess wrong and lose it. So you have Akane -5 has 5 cards, Karashi +5 has 15 cards. You have the game lasts 5 rounds. The player with the most cards at the end is the winner. And if you run out of cards, you're done, in more ways than one. Shall we get started then? You take Asa's seat, little lady. He's like, okay. He's like, go on, place your bets. Kane's like, I'll pass. And Karashi's like, 1 on Han. As he's looking over at Akane, surprised that she's passed. And Unan's like, I'll start slow. He's like, 2 on Cho. And Cho-Cho's like, let's roll. As he tosses the dice into a cup. And he's like, oh, Asa, show them the numbers. Jeff, yes, sir. And he holds it up and it's 4 and 2. And it's like, it's even. Jeff, first round results, Akane 10 cards, Karashi 9 cards, and Unan has 12 cards. You have only Unan guesses right. You have, okay, next round, ante up. And Unan's like, I have 2 extra. Time to be aggressive. He's like, Han, 4 cards. You have second round, bets Akane pass, Karashi Han 1 card, Unan Han 4 cards. Yeah, it's Cho, as you have 6 and 6 for a 12. You have second round results, Akane 10 cards, Karashi 8 cards, Unan 8 cards. It's like, no one got it right. It's like, I think I got carried away. I'll play it safe next time. 1 card on Cho. You have bets, Akane passes again, Karashi has on Cho 3 cards, Unan 1 card on Cho. Karashi's like, 3 passes. It's like, here's the roll. It's like, Cho. So you have 6 and 2 for an 8. You have third round results is 10 cards for Akane. Karashi has 14. Unan has 10. He's like, I should have bet more. He's like, I think I'm getting it now. I've seen the flow of it. And he's like, place your bets. And Akane's like, pass. And Karashi's like, Han, 1 card. He's like, if I'm going to make my move, it'll be now. And Unan's like, 8 cards on Han. It's like, there have been 3 straight even rolls. The chances of 4 consecutive evens is about 6%. I'll take my chances. All right, come on, come on. It's like, here's the roll. It's Cho, and you have 6 and 4 for 10. You have fourth round results. Kane 10 cards, Karashi 13 cards, Unan 2 cards. It's like 4 straight evens? The odds of that are only 6%, but it happened. And Cho-Cho's like, "Gah! I'm rolling up a storm. I'm hitting every number I want." It's like, "I forgot. The opponent I'm up against is a born gambler on the stage." It's like, "Next one's the last. Place your bets." It's like, "I can't imagine 5 straight Cho rolls." And one one's like, "One on Han." Akane's like, "Okay, all of my cards on Cho." And they're like, "Gah! First you stay quiet, now you go on huge, huh?" And Akane's like, "Nibbling away just isn't my style." He's like, "You sure? Guess wrong, you're down to 0, it's over." She's like, "I'm fine. I figured out your trick. All it took was a little thinking to figure out. No wonder all of your rolls were Cho. We're talking about Cho-Cho conjugate. Everything's Cho." "So the next roll will be even too." And they're Karashi and like, "It's a pun." It's like, "Cho-Cho rolls Cho, huh? Well, that's a very interesting idea. Then let's find out." And Karashi's like, "Can we just call it now? I know what the outcome will be whether you roll or not." And Akane's like, "Huh?" He's like, "Hang on. I didn't hear your bet yet. What's the call?" And Karashi's like, 9 on Cho. He's like, "You win," as he just tosses the dice to him. He's like, "Huh? Those dice. Every side is a 2, 4, or 6. God. I knew it. And he's like, "How'd you figure it out?" And he's like, "I was certain after the 4th round. All of the individual numbers were even too. The chances of that are 0.004%. That's way too extreme of a statistic. Also, someone who normally carries dice around, changing dice to match the game. You could have placed the bowl where everyone can see it. Instead, you rolled at a distance from us and showed us the results so that we could only see one side of each die. There were so many unnatural things about this. That all makes sense once you assume the dice are loaded somehow." And Cho-Cho was like, "A perfect 100. That's right, this was a rigged game to gauge your mettle. Considered a test of your nature. See, the outcome of the game doesn't matter to me." Kane's like, "Then why do we play Cho-Han?" It's like, "My personal theory is that tense, thrilling competition draws out a person's true nature. The calmness and smarts to see the winning path based on limited information. And though your logic was dumb, it took spirit to bet it all on a gut feeling when your personal advancement was at stake. I like both of your spirits. You pass. I'll teach both of you." Nakata's like, "Karashi!" He's like, "No high fives." And everyone's like, "Master, what about me?" He's like, "You were a little too naive for your own good." It's like, "But that's part of your appeal. You're fine the way you are." It's like, "Listen up. I'll teach you, but I'm a busy guy. Focus on Asa's study event for now. Got that?" It's like, "Yes, sir." He's like, "Okay." And Asuka was like, "Did you get a last second job lined up?" It's like, "Nah, man. With all that talk about your Bigfoot Tasame debut, I had an idea. I'm going to go and have a little talk with him." Don't know who that's supposed to be. He's got like long hair in the back. I assume that's supposed to be one of the other masters. I don't think it's Spiky Head. So it's someone new that we haven't seen before. Interesting. Apart from that, kind of an amusing chapter. Not really much to say about that. Apart from like the whole gambling thing. So yeah, apart from that, I did like how Cho-Cho's just like, "Yeah, the game was rigged the entire time. I just really wanted to see like, what kind of person you are." It was an interesting way to kind of go about doing that. But it makes sense that Akane would be kind of like, I'm going to bet it all on this one thing, either go big or go home, because that's really how she's been kind of doing stuff so far, especially kind of given like the risk she's taking, kind of like trying to revive her father's art and everything. It makes sense that she'd kind of have the thing of like, I have to bet it all if I'm going to win. I can't be like hold myself back or be like too meek about it. I have to kind of go for what I want. So I like that. And I like how Karashi kind of like just like calmly analyzing it, like, seeing what's going on. So I like how the game is like used to kind of like contrast the differences between them. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to happen with Cho-Cho, what kind of stories he's going to teach him, and who the hell he's apparently going to be going and talking to. So looking forward to the next chapter. So like I mentioned at the beginning, if you haven't already, please do check out the channel update video. It's got a lot of important information in it. Like I also mentioned at the beginning, if you like this content, please do like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Like I mentioned, it really does help me out a lot with YouTube's algorithm. Till next time, this is Ash. I'll talk to you all later.